This is the road, man. This is a main road too. It's probably one of the busiest roads in Cowboy County. It's Route 60. You can see that church, the Fellowship Church right there, completely underwater. The car, it's incredible, insane. These businesses, man. Golly, I feel so terrible for these businesses. I'm assuming that dumpster right there got flooded.
Our church has been decimated, really. The water started coming in last night about midnight. It was... All right, so...
How bad was the church then?
Hey, Gil, last night at midnight, the water started coming into the church, and it was rising about an inch every hour. Right now, we are seeing 2 feet plus inside the building. We're hearing reports that it's going to rise another 1.5 feet before tomorrow morning.
So your building is not going.
Yes, destroyed. It's going to be a total loss. We have flood insurance, but as people with flood insurance know, it's very expensive. So we don't have probably ample coverage for total replacement.
So how are you trying to bounce back?
We're going to bounce back by trusting the Lord. He always provides for His people. We know that our state, our people, our local area, very generous, and we're just making pleas and appeals that any $5, $10 donation that could be made to assist us in getting back on our feet as a church would be appreciated, and that can be found at fellowshipbartlesville.com. You can find the Give tab there. We're going to have a service at the Huntington Mall on Easter Sunday. We'll have better numbers at that point. We're hoping to collect a big offering on Easter Sunday even to help propel us to recovery. But all of our information can be found online, our mobile app, all social media accounts, and websites. If you search Fellowship Bartlesville.
Outside the parking lot?
Yes, because of the COVID pandemic, Gil, last year we did church at the mall, y'all, and it was a social distancing every other spot. Folks stayed in their cars. We had a great turnout when we were just put this thing together in 2 weeks. Now we've had another year to prepare. Our church is like, that was so good, even if the pandemic's over, which it's not, we want to do that again. And so we already had that planned up at the Huntington Mall. They have been so great assisting us. So many local partners. 10:30 a.m. Easter Sunday morning, April 4th at the Huntington Mall. We'll have 30 minutes of music with a local band called Render the Hearts. We'll have 30 minutes of Bible preaching on the resurrection, and then another 30 minutes of music.
Now, in the meantime, you had gone back to in-person services, right?
Yes, we had structured off from May 31st on every other pew. We wrote those off. Traditionally, we had one service at 10:30 a.m. We started having 2 services. At 9 a.m., we had masks required, 10:30 a.m. masks requested, and we've been running like that since May 31st.
Now with this damage, what's that going to, what are you going to do about service?
As far as our services go now for Sundays, we have had a huge response from sister churches in the area. I've had multiple pastors contact me and say, look, you can use our facilities if you can plan a time and structure that around what we do. So we're exploring our opportunities there right now. We're very close to kind of closing a deal, if you will, that, hey, we want to use this facility at this time on Sunday. We're not there yet, but as soon as we know where we will be on Sundays, we will let everyone know.
You saw the I guess the rise of water. You waited in the church.
Yes.
Talk to me. What was your first reaction when you saw the flood water?
Well, it's just one of those times where you know you have insurance, you know God's going to provide, you know you'll bounce back and you'll be stronger. But when you go through something like this, it just hurts. I mean, it's we know in the end everything's going to be fine, but it was just a very painful experience seeing that water creep in inch by inch until it overtook everything. We're not discouraged, but we are hurting.
And same question, kind of a different way. I mean, of course, you know, the church belongs to God, the building and everything belongs to God. But if you're a pastor of a church, it's like this is my family, this is kind of my baby, so to speak. I guess, how are you feeling right now with your church family?
Well, I think, we think of church as a family of God. And for all of us who have families, at our homes, and folks who have had loss through fire and things of that nature, our family does have a building that we meet in and we worship together. And it's where we engage one another. We love each other. We demonstrate the gifts in the body of Christ. So it's just a structure, but it's where we meet as God's people. And that could be anywhere. But this is where we choose to be. It's very special to us and to our people.
How many church members?
We're about 300.
How many years have you been pastor?
I've been pastor at Fellowship now for a little over 3 years. I came back to the Barbersville area in 2017. Pastor Jerry Warren was retiring. I found out, applied for that. God installed us there after 20 years on the mission field in East Africa.
But you've been in ministry.
I've been in ministry now for 29 years.
So, obviously there's been trials and tribulation. Where does this rank as far as trials and tribulation?
Well, because right now we're in the throes of it all, and a total assessment hasn't been done. It's hard to give an adequate answer, but I will say it's definitely top 3 of damaging situations that we wish we didn't have to go through, but for one reason or another, God in His sovereignty saw fit to let us go through it, and we'll get through it, and He's faithful. Well, I just want to appreciate the response we've had from the community, because I had no idea how many people, genuinely care for us, our church, and that's just been obvious. We've had an overwhelming response, not just from churches, from businesses, media outlets. This is one of the greatest places in all the world. We've traveled different places in the world. My wife and I, when we left this area to go to East Africa and serve the Lord there, we always had a heart for our tri-state area. And so one man told me when the pandemic started that West Virginia, while we might be an impoverished state, we are rich in spirit. And I think that really speaks to what we're feeling right now. These are tears of being tired, weary, sad, and joy knowing the outcome of what it's going to be. Just appreciate everyone out there who's paying attention, who's praying for us, and any sort of assistance in any way would be much appreciated.
What was those contact things again?
You can find us on any media outlet by searching Fellowship Barbersville.
Cool. All right.